Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Are you able to listen to me? Yes? No?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, welcome.
Good evening.
Welcome to the class. Good evening. So welcome to today's class in this week. And let's see over here. We had Gloria, Monica, Carmen, Anna, Jocelyn, Marixa, and Jose. How was your weekend, by the way? How do you feel today, Monday?
I'm fine, teacher. Good evening.
Good evening, Anna. Excellent. What about the others? How do you feel?
Teacher, I want to say something rapidly. I have an emergency.
Mhm,
It's this some passion bring me a little girl that she has a two headache.
mhm.
So maybe when at in the middle of the class, I don't know if right now, but I will leave.
Okay. Okay, sure. No problem,
Thank
Anna.
you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. So, Gloria, how are you today? How do you feel?
Good evening. Nice teacher. Today I had um a little rest
Mm-hmm.
because today starting the exam in my
Mm.
school. Yes. Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So, welcome to the class. Good evening, Harold. How do you feel today, Harold?
Good evening, teacher. I think that a little bit tired, but because the activities in the university are so hard. No, but I feel good.
Okay, excellent. Yes, right. Most of the time, evaluations are coming because it's almost November. So, welcome, Monica and Stephanie. How are you today, ladies?
Hi, good evening, teacher. I'm very nice. What about you?
Good evening, Stephanie. I am kind of happy but not so happy because this is the last week that we are going to be together, right? So remember that this is the last week for this level. However, we are going to see we can see each other soon. So welcome everybody to be here on time, and also welcome to Idalia and Josue. How do you feel today? Did you enjoy your weekend?
Hi, teacher. Yes, enjoy my week.
Oh, excellent. What about you, Josue? Josue Rivas, did you enjoy your weekend?
Yes, teacher. What are you teaching?
Excellent. I enjoy also my weekend a lot. Welcome to the classes also Alejandra and Iris. How do you feel today, Monday?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Jose, also, and Iris.
Good night, teacher.
Hi,
How
good
are you?
night. I am very happy as well because I am waiting for the rest of the group. So let's see, Gabriela and Kelly, how are you today? How was your weekend?
Hello, teacher. My week was pretty good. I had fun with my family, and also I had watched series on TV.
Ah, okay, great. Excellent. So before we start the class, I am going to show you the following over here. Let's see. As you know, this is going to be the last week that we are going to be together. And just in case, I want to be sure that we had covered what is request at the end of this level. Uh, I am going to start one more time showing you this because I consider that this is essential before we finish this level. As you know, the last week we had a conversation about this, right? That you have to do the homework because they are very important during this process. And still, I am able to see that people is missing. So if you haven't done the homework, please, you have to do the homework, okay? Because still 5 students are missing for the unit 11. So I would like to know if these students that they haven't sent the homework, if you had any problem with the classroom, or if you don't understand the homework, tell me, okay? If you had any problem, because on the unit 11, 5 students are missing. And I guess that also on the 12, on the unit 12, this one. On this one, I believe that 6 students are missing. Exactly, so 6 students are missing on this one. And so if you had any problem, please tell me, okay? Because this is going to be very important, and almost the same people are missing on this one, on the unit 6. So for this week, we are going to start working on the new ones, okay? You are going to have the whole week that we can go work on the unit 14 and 15, okay? For this week. You don't have to work on this right now because we haven't checked these units, right? So we are going to start today. However, I am telling you that you are going to have the whole week until Sunday. One more time, you are going to have until Sunday to do the 14 and the 15, okay? So questions or something that you don't know, you can tell me right now.
Teacher, for the exercise 11 for me, I received the email that said that the exercise returned me.
Yes, exactly. However, it was a problem or it was a glitch with the Google Classroom because you were able to check Anna with the 12 and the unit 13, you didn't have any problem. You get the grades, right? For the 12 and the 13, right? So
yes, only 11.
Exactly. 11, I guess that it was a glitch, but don't worry, okay? Because over here I had in my records and everybody has a grade for that one, okay? Don't worry.
Thank you.
In my case, teacher, the unit 11, I read two.
The same, yes, don't worry with that one because basically over there, it was a glitch at the moment to return the homework. For example, I am going to just use the example of N, for example, or maybe we can check Stephanie, for example. Okay, over here is her homework, right? So most of the time I place this comment, right? You had 10, good job. However, when I send the homework back, there were some students that you didn't get the grades. Just for the 12 or the 13, you get the grades, but not for the 10, right? For the 11. So in that case, don't worry, okay? Because basically I am going to do it one more time just in case to clear any problem that we may have, okay? Okay, questions besides this that we can continue? Does anybody has any problem in Google Classroom? I would like to know because my expectations are that everybody can work on the homework that we had over here because we have to work on the 14 and 15. So I would like to ask you if someone has any problem to get access to Google Classroom so you can let me know.
When are classes going to end? ¿Cuándo van a terminar las clases?
On Friday, this coming Friday, 27. As far as what the coordinator told me, that these classes for this level is going to be the last class together this coming Friday, okay?
Y la 10 no tiene nada.
I don't know, to be honest, because I was asking the coordinator, Iris, I was asking what is going to happen, right? If we are going to have classes or what is going to happen, but they didn't say anything yet because it's still, right? As you know, they are waiting to get the approval for INSA 4, I believe. So I don't have any idea yet. However, on WhatsApp, they are going to tell you. That is a good question, Gabriela, the one that you have. I don't know, to be honest. To answer your question, Gabby, I don't know because as far as I can see, this is the level intermediate. So there should be another one. However, I don't know if we are going to have vacations in November or in December. So if you want, what you can do is to ask on WhatsApp to teacher Isabella or Isabel, because she is the coordinator, okay? Just in case. Okay, another question that you may have right now?
Yes, teacher, we finished the course. No, we finished the book in this course, right?
Yes.
There are 16 or 16 units.
Yes.
We finished. Okay. Okay, that's all.
Okay, yes, because that is the last one, unit 16. That will be the last one for this book, okay? So right now, don't worry, you can get relaxed because we are going to investigate what is going to happen on November, okay? So if there is no any other question, we are going to start with the class. And welcome for this week. So this week we are going to check this topic that is defining and not defining relative clauses. So this topic is very easy because most of the time when you had a conversation with someone, you provide this information. Before I start the class, I am going to share this information related to this topic on the chat, because maybe if you had a notebook or you had a book, you can write down the information about this topic. So maybe I would like that maybe Harold, can you please help me to read the information that I am going to send right now on the chat that we had over here, okay, in Google Classroom. So Harold, can you please help me to read the information that I sent right now, please?
Okay.
This one.
Let me open the chat, teacher.
Okay, sure.
Defining relative clauses. We use defining relative clauses to give essential information about someone or something. Information that we need in order to understand that what or who is being referred to. Defining relative clauses usually comes immediately after the noun in describes. We usually use a relative noun, e.g., who, that, to introduce a defining relative clauses.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Harold. So
Okay,
just in case, you're welcome. Just in case, please, if you had a book, you can write down that information that I sent over there on the chat, because it's going to help you, okay? So just if you want to write down, you can have just 1 or 2 minutes before we start the explanation. This topic is kind of simple, I can say, because the relative clauses are going to be covered for these two pronouns, the pronoun who and that. Do you know in Spanish what is the meaning of who and that? ¿Quién o qué, right? Maybe. Okay, something very important that you have to know about definite clauses is that they give essential information about someone or something. Right now, specifically, we are going to be talking about the defining clause, this one. So this is going to be the first one, the defining relative clause. In the defining relative clause, we are going to check right now 2 ways that you can do this. Number 1 is going to be that you can use who or you can use that. So you are going to have the 2 options, to use who or to use that.
Teacher,
so tell me.
That words are like connectors, I think.
Connectors, exactly. However, in this case, they are going to give you more information about the sentence. For example, remember that right now we are checking just the definite relative clause, okay? That is the first one. Over here, even, I am going to do this. We are checking right now the first one, that is this one, the definite relative clause. So for this one, is going to be used when you want to give essential information about someone or something, okay? That is going to be the purpose of this. For example, I am going to create one and you can give me just an example. So I am going to use Anna. Anna is my student, okay? So, however, I want to share more information about Anna. Anna es mi estudiante, quien tiene bastante dinero. Who has a lot of money. Okay, so this is called a definite relative clause. Why definitely? Because I am using who, or I can use, in this case, that. So what is the purpose of doing this? I am giving you extra information about Anna. This information is essential. Yes, it is essential for me because Anna is my student, and also I'm giving you more information about Anna. This is just an example, okay? So over here, this is my second sentence that is giving you more information about Anna. So also, you can use that to give extra information about her. So remember that right now, just we are talking about the definite relative clause, okay? We are going to check later the non-definitive. However, this one, for using this one, you are not going to be using any comma. It is not necessary that you can place a comma over there because this is just the definite clause. As you can see on the chat, and I am going to send one more time this on the chat, we are going to use the definite relative clause. We use this one to give essential information about someone or something. The information that we need in order to understand what or who is the person, okay? So usually it's going to come, this information, you are going to place the information after a noun. ¿Sabemos en español qué es un noun?
Noun. Nombre.
Nombre.
Un nombre, right? So over there, as you can see, it says that this information, the relative, comes after the noun. So, for example, a student no es un verbo, right? No es un adjetivo, es un nombre. So, the relative clause, who, or I can use that, comes after the noun. And this is going to give you essential information about someone or something, okay? For example, I am going to place another example over here. We can use, for example, let's see, Byron. So I am going to place Byron over here, just an example, okay? So Byron is my friend who wants to buy my house. Byron es mi amigo quien quiere comprar mi casa. So over there, I am giving you two informations. I am telling you that Byron is my friend, and also I am telling you that he is going to buy my house. So that is the purpose to use relative clauses, that you are going to give more information about the person. Because it is better in English that you use who, or that you can use that, because there are some, most of the time, there are some students that they do this. Byron is my friend, and he wants to buy my house. So over here, Byron is my friend, and he wants to buy my house. As you can see over here in this example, I have two subjects. Tengo dos sujetos one more time. So over here, we can eliminate one of them because I don't need to say Byron two times, right? Byron is my friend and Byron wants to buy my house. Estoy repitiendo Byron and Byron, o estoy repitiendo él. So I can eliminate where it says en Byron, and I can place who, quién. Byron es mi amigo, quien va a comprar mi casa o quiere comprar mi casa. So that is going to be the purpose to use the definite clause because they are going to give you essential information about the subject and it's going to give you extra information. So questions, do you consider that it's difficult to use a definite relative clause or is not difficult?
For me, at the moment, it's easy.
It's easy, right? So do you mind to give me one example, Gloria? Just one.
Okay. Mayela is my friend who is a secretary.
Okay, so I can say this one, for example. You are a teacher, right, Gloria?
Yes.
Okay, Gloria is my friend who is a teacher. Okay, so this is one of the examples. Gloria is my friend who is a teacher. I am giving you two information. Maybe you don't know that Gloria, she is my friend, and also she is a teacher. So we use who, as I said, to provide additional information about the subject, and this information is essential because you know who is Gloria, right? And it's better that I can use who, because imagine if I am doing this. Gloria is my friend, and Gloria is a teacher. Estoy repitiendo el sujeto como dos veces, ¿verdad? In this case. So that's why we are doing this. We are placing the relative clause that is going to be who, or I can use that, okay? Both you can use, and they are going to help you for this. So I am doing this, and this is my second sentence. Remember that you don't have to use any comma because we are checking right now just this one. The definite relative clause, the first one, okay? We are checking the first one, and why we are using the definite relative clause? To give more information, to give essential information, y para evitarnos esto, dobles sujetos en la oración, para dar la misma información. I cannot use Gloria, and Gloria is my friend. Gloria is a teacher. Gloria is beautiful. Gloria is intelligent. No, right? I can use clauses. I can use who, that. So I can say Gloria is my friend who is a teacher, that has a lot of money, who is very friendly. So I can use relative clauses en vez de decir Gloria, he, she. So just in case, I would like that please, everybody, can you please provide me just one example on the chat, please? Just one example on the chat, and I am going to be reading those examples. Harold and also Mario, those examples are beautiful. Thank you so much, Gabriela, Stephanie, Jose, thank you. Okay, thank you everybody for your examples. Also, thank you, Alejandra. Excellent, thank you. Thank you, Gloria, Angie, Jose, thank you so much. Thank you, Joanna. Okay, so everybody listen, please. I need your attention over here on the screen. I was able to check your examples. They are beautiful. However, most of the time there is an error, okay? Why there is an error? Because remember that we have to be very careful with the third person singular, okay? Because over here it says, everybody I need your attention, please, on my screen. Kelly, I am going to use your name, okay? So it says, Kelly is my friend who work in the company. So over here, because I am talking about Kelly, what is going to happen?
Who works?
Who works, right? Because de este verbo está conectado con el sujeto. Remember, who está reemplazando que yo diga Kelly otra vez. So since I am using third person singular and Kelly is she, I have to use es en el verbo when I am talking about third person singular, okay?
Okay.
So please, everybody, you have to be very careful because I was checking the examples and they are okay. However, most of the time your examples, you are talking about your mother, your father, your friend, but after the relative clause, the verb is in normal, right? However, you have to use the S. So the best way should be Kelly is my friend who works in the company or in my company, for example. So in this case, as you can see, it's kind of different, right? Because first of all, I am talking about third person singular, and that's why, as I told you, it's essential that you have to place the S. Why? Because I am talking about she, about Kelly. Okay. So questions before we continue, do we have any questions?
Yes, a question.
Tell me.
The who doesn't have plural?
How come? For example?
For example, they are my friends. Who?
Yes. Yes. Basically over
friends.
here, it
Who?
doesn't,
And so on, right?
Okay. They are my friends who plays or play soccer, right?
Play
Because
soccer,
over
play
here,
video game, and so on.
Okay, that is a good question, Alvin. Over here, when you are using who, or I can use that, it doesn't matter the subject. You can use, for example, I can say you, I can say it, so you can use the subject that you want. So over here with the third person singular, for example, I can say we are not the students who work on the homework. We are not the students who work on the homework. So as I said, Alvin, you can use the subject that you want.
Okay.
You can use who, or also you can use that. If you want, Alvin, do you mind to read the example that is over here in the book? For example, the one that says, I want to become this one, Alvin.
I want to become a geographer. Who or that cover conflict.
I want to become a photographer who or that covers conflicts. So as you can see, you can use a different subject. You can use I, we, or you, and you have the two options. You can use who or that.
Okay. And in the case, we want to become a photographer. It's in who or that.
Who or that. You can choose who or that, and you can use the same.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, any other question before we continue? So maybe we can place, if we had any question also at the end, because it's missing the next one. And it's going to be this one. And maybe Anna, do you mind to read this for me, Anna? This one, the number one. Use either.
Okay. Use either who or that indefinite relative clauses about people. A set designer is an artist who that makes important contribution to the theater production, but use only who in non-definite relative clauses about people. A set designer who makes important contribution to a theater production has to be very creative.
Excellent.
Not a
Thank you
set
so much. Don't worry. Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you. Okay. So as you can see, we start the classes talking about the definite relative clauses, right? That was the first one. So now I am going to place a line over here because now it's time that we can talk about non-definitive relative clauses. So that is another business, right? And I am going to show you this information, and also on the chat, I am going to place extra information about the non-relative clauses because they are kind of different. And let's see over here. So maybe this time, maybe Stephanie, you can please help me to read the information that I am going to send right now on the chat that we had in Google Classroom, okay? And let's see, here we go. And I will send the information right now. So also thank you to Jocelyn, Iris, that you sent this information and you sent some examples, okay? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that you participate on this. And just give me one moment because this is getting stuck over here. Okay, here we go. If you have pen on paper, my recommendation is that you can take the time to write this information, okay? Because it's going to help you and it's going to be essential for you in the future, just in case if you had any question or you want to know more about this topic. And I am going to send, just in case, one more time in Spanish and also in English, okay? So, Stephanie, do you mind to read examples, please, that the information that I sent right now on the chat?
Okay, teacher. Non-definite relative clause.
Relative,
Okay. We use no-definite relative clause to give extra information about the person or thing. It is not necessary information. We don't need to understand who or what is being referred to. We always use relative pronoun who to introduce a non-definite relative clause. No definite relative clause. Usamos just that, teacher.
Just that, thank you so much. Okay, so thank you for that information. So as you can see, this is going to be another business, right? So this is different. It's different, why? Because I don't want that you can get confused, because right now, this is the second topic, that is the non-definite relative clause. These ones, they are going to help you also to give extra information about the person or about a thing, so they can give you extra information. However, it is not necessary, this information. We don't need to understand who or what is being referred, okay? So on this case, also we are going to use who, but we are not going to use that. Remember, when we were talking about definitive clause, the first one, as I told you, that was for giving essential information in the definite relative clause, to give essential information. But on this one, it is very different because the non-definite relative clause is going to give you extra information, but it's not necessary that information, okay? It's not so essential. For example, I am going to place this one over here on the chat that we had over here. And maybe Kelly, or yes, Kelly, maybe you can help me to read this example that I am going to place over here.
His brother, who works at the supermarket, is a friend of mine.
Okay, thank you. So something that you have to check, first of all, is that, as I told you, right now we are talking about non-relative clauses. For this one, over here, first of all, it says that when we are using non-relative clauses, we are going to use, first of all, a comma, okay? So as you can see this time, we are using a comma for providing this information that is going to be here. We are using a comma in this case because the information for you and for me is not going to be so essential, okay? So every time that we are giving extra information about someone, but it's not information that is so important, you are going to use a comma. Over here in the book is giving you the option that you have to use who, because that you are not going to use that in the non-definitive relative clauses, okay? So just you are going to use who and that when you are talking about definite clauses. But in non-definitive, you are going to use just who. However, after this, I am going to tell you some extra information. Something important in the non-definitive clauses is that we have to use commas before and after the noun clause. For example, do you mind to read my example over here? The example that we had over here in the book, Mario Jose? This one, a gossip.
Okay. A gossip columnist who writes about celebrities and scandals often gets to go to fabulous parties.
Excellent. So over there says, a gossip columnist who writes about celebrities and scandals often gets to go to fabulous parties. So as you can see, this information, a gossip columnist often gets to go to fabulous parties. This information is the most essential. However, if I don't want to give you this information, who writes about celebrities and scandals, that information cannot be so essential. That's why we call this one non-relative clauses or non-definitive clauses. And I am going to send on the chat some examples that I had about some of your friends. If you want, do you mind to read my examples over there, Gloria, that I sent on the chat over here?
His brother, who works at the supermarket, is a friend of mine. Diego, who plays basketball, is my student. My grandfather, who is 87, goes swimming every day. The house, which was built 1883, has just been opened to the public. And City Park, which we used to go to, has been closed down. I am visiting New York, where my brother lives, early next year.
Okay, thank you so much, Gloria. Okay, so I am going to give you this information one more time. First of all, as you know, we use non-definitive relative clauses to give extra information about the person or one thing, but it's not necessary information. Okay, so that is first of all something that you have to know, that when you are using this, you are not going to provide essential information. That's why when you are writing this, because when you are speaking, you are not going to say comma, right? When you are speaking, just when you are writing. And I am going to place one more time this example over here, and it's about Diego. Diego, who plays basketball, is my student. Why I had information in comma?
For example, the information who plays basketball is unnecessary.
Exactly. That's why I am going to place commas. Es por eso que le voy a poner comas antes y al final. Because this information is not essential. You don't care if Diego plays basketball. Just you want to know this. Diego is my student. That is information that you know. If he plays basketball, if he plays football, it doesn't matter. That is just an extra information about this, and for the non-definitely is information that is not essential. Okay, so who is going to be to talk about persons and things, right? However, I am going to give you this another one. Remember that right now we are talking about non-definitely relative clauses. We are talking about this one, okay? This is the one that we are talking right now, non-definitive relative clauses. Okay, I am going to give you a different example if you want to talk about a place. For example, do you mind, Mario, to read my example, the house?
Okay. The house, which was built in 1883, have just okay. Have just been opened to the public.
Okay. Thank you so much. So I am going to change the name, okay, just in case. So let's see, let's say Pizza Hut. Okay. Pizza Hut, which was built in 1883, has been open to the public. So over here is another example for a non-definitive clause. What do you see over there that is different? I am not using who, I am using which. Why I am using which? Do you know, Alvin? Maybe?
We can use
Because
which
it's a
thing.
place, teacher, because it's a place, it's not a person.
Exactly. Thank you. So, yes, Alvin, tell me.
I told you that I think that we can use which to things.
Okay, thank you. Yes, and also thank you to Angie. So as you can see, I am not going to use who, right? Because who is not for a place. I am going to use which. And I had information in commas because maybe you don't care this information. The Pizza Hut, which was built in 1883. Maybe you don't care cuando se construyó. You care that has been open to the public. That is what you care. So that's why I am going to place the information in commas. So let's do another one. For example, when I am talking about a specific place, and I send this one on the chat just in case that you can have also this example. These ones, the one that we are talking about, as you can see, they are not on the book because on the book just is giving you who and that. On the book, it doesn't give you these other ones, but I would like that you can know. When we are talking about non-definite clauses, also we can use where to talk about places, okay? So, for example, maybe you can help me to read this one, Jose Rivas, this example. I am visiting.
Yes, I am visiting New York, where my brothers lives early next year.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I am using where. Why do you consider that I am using where over here, people?
Because it's a place.
It's a place, exactly. And I am giving you extra information, or I am giving you information why I am going to travel to New York. However, maybe this information you don't care. So I can eliminate this information because it's not essential, right? For me, it's not essential. That's why I place the information in commas. So I can say, I am visiting New York early next year. Why? Maybe you don't care. For example, teacher, what are you going to do on vacation? Okay, on vacations, I am visiting New York next year, okay? Okay, teacher, enjoy, okay. But if you want, I can tell you, I am visiting New York where my girlfriend lives right now next year or next week. So I can give you extra information, okay? So questions, is difficult the non-relative clause or is easy? What do you think?
It's easy.
Okay. So please, everybody, one more time. Give me one example on the chat. However, listen, for the non-definite clause, I would like that you can give me one example using who, another one using where, and another one using which, okay? So I just need 3 examples, using one with who, another one with where, and another one with which, a non-definitive relative clause. Over there, I send you some examples, okay? So please, everybody, I need your examples on the chat.
Hi, teacher.
Hello. I am still waiting your example. Thank you so much to Angie, Mario Jose, that you send me the example. So please, everybody, you have to send me the examples on the chat. Okay, thank you everybody for the examples. Thank you so much. Remember over there that when you are using this, you have to use two commas, right? Comma at the beginning and comma at the end. For example, the city where my aunt lives, comma, is very nice. So you have to use two commas. Also, Harold, your examples are good. Remember, Harold, that you have to use commas. For example, Harold, the woman, comma, who is standing by the door, comma, is my neighbor. Because we place the comma, Harold, before and after because the information is not essential, okay? It's just extra information, but podemos omitirlo. So remember everybody, parece simple no poner una coma, pero es bien necesario cuando estamos haciendo en escrito. Si no, la persona que lo va a leer la información va a pensar que es esencial. However, in English, if you place comma that close, it's not going to be so essential. Just you want to get the information because you want, but it's not so essential. That's why the comma is necessary. Thank you, Alejandra. Also, those are good examples. Thank you so much, Stephanie, and also Gloria. Also, Idalia, good examples. Anna, good example as well. Okay, so listen, everybody. As you can see, it's not so difficult. Sometimes when you listen, this is relative clause, this is a non-relative clause, you say, wow, grammar. No, but it's not so difficult. It is easy to use this. So now it's time that you can talk because just the teacher is talking and you are not talking. So now it's time that we can talk and we are going to make a small presentation for it. This is going to be just, you are going to answer the following and I am going to place this over here. So this is what you are going to, first of all, you are going to answer this and you are going to tell me in and speaking. You don't have to send me anything on the chat, okay? We are going to make this one in an oral activity. For example, I am going to send this one on the chat and you are going to just answer or add more information. For example, Anna, can you read just the first one, please, where it says, my best friend.
My best friend is a person.
Who?
Can I answer?
Yes,
Who play tennis?
Who play tennis, okay. So I am going to enter the information over here. Who plays?
Who plays tennis?
Okay, so second one, Monica, my neighbor.
My neighbor who Mm,
what information we can add over there? My neighbor who?
Galindo.
Uh-huh. So can someone help Monica? Someone, my neighborhood who?
Who has a business?
Who has a business? Who has a business always? Always has money, maybe, right?
Yes.
My mother is someone that
Prepare delicious food.
who prepares good food or delicious food. My teacher who is very angry? No, right?
It's very smart.
Who
is very tall.
Who is very tall?
Is a good teacher.
It's very funny.
Is handsome, right? Guapo, no? No,
Yes,
okay.
he's handsome.
It's ugly, okay. So it's ugly.
It's funny.
So you can continue, okay? So over there you can continue. And who doesn't have a car? So you can continue enter the information. So please, everybody, you are going to do this alone. So I send this information on the chat. So we are going to have just 5 minutes that you can just enter the information that you want. And I am going to ask you that you can please just answer the information. So you can tell me, for example, Anna, tell me, okay, you are going to say, okay, teacher, my best friend is a person who is beautiful. My neighbor who is crazy, always fight. My mother is someone that cooks delicious. My teacher who is angry, is very intelligent. I don't know. So you are going to just enter the information that you want and you are going to answer this by yourself. Remember that you don't have to send me anything on the chat because it's going to be oral, okay?
Okay.
And also thank you so much to Carmen, Iris, Marcia, Elena, Alvin, Monica, Anna. Thank you so much that you send examples on the chat. I was checking the examples and they are very good examples. So thank you so much for participating as well.
Honest. It's me.
Hello, Diego Gomez. How are you? I didn't see you over here before. What happened?
Oh, today is going to take a photo to my graduation. And maybe the traffic jam is horrible.
Yes, right. By the way, you get a new haircut, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice to see you, teacher.
Nice to see you and good evening. I was asking, where is Diego? Where is Diego? Diego is not here.
Sorry, teacher, but that is the reason to come late.
Okay, don't worry, I understand. So just in case, are you getting any idea, Diego, what is the class about today or no?
Yeah, teacher, I see the examples too. My best friend is a person who, my neighbor who.
Okay,
Don't
excellent. Just in case also, welcome to, I was able to see that maybe Marcia also, maybe if you enter some minutes late, don't worry because I am going to share this information on the chat about this topic one more time. So maybe if you had a book or a notebook, you can just write down this information and I will send one more time on the chat, okay? Okay, in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, we are going to start. Remember that this is an oral activity, so I am going to ask you that you can please just provide me the information, or you can complete this information that I sent over there on the chat about my best friend is a person who, and you are going to place wherever information that you want.
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to start right now. So home, someone, would you like to participate right now? Yes, you can raise your hand. Joanna.
Yes. And I have to say all of the exercises.
Yes, you can start like in a speech. Okay, my best friend is a person who, and continue.
Okay. My best friend is a person who always helps people who need it. And my neighbor who has a beautiful and big house always is angry with his neighbors. And my mother is someone that loves me a lot. My teacher who teaches English is very patient and dynamic. My dad is a person who always is happy.
Okay, excellent. Congratulations. Very good, Joanna. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we had Gabriela, Anna, Monica, and Angie that you raised your hand. So Gabriela, let's continue.
My best friend is a person who has a lot of money. Always is outside. My mother is someone that takes care of me, of everything. My teacher, who always shouts when he speaks, is very friendly. And my sister is a responsible person who wants to be a doctor.
Excellent. Very good. Congratulations, Gabriela. Good information. Excellent. Thank you so much for participating. So let's continue with Anna.
Okay, my best friend is a person who always listens to me. My neighbor who has a BMW always is noisy. It's very noisy. My mother is someone that enjoys the life. My teacher who works at the call center is a very nice person. Maria is a good architect who built a beautiful houses.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Anna. Good information as well. Thank you. I like it. So let's see. We had Monica, Angie, Alvin, Jose. So let's continue, Monica.
Okay, teacher. My best friend is a person who is very affectionate. My neighborhood who works every day is always away from home. My mother is someone I admire a lot. My teacher who taught me a lot is attentive and tries her best to help her learn more. My sister is a person who helps others and is very studious.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Monica, for that information. So excellent, very good. Let's continue with Angie. And also after Angie, Alvin and Jose. Jose.
Okay, teacher. My best friend is a person who really loves travel. My neighbor who lives beside me always bring me corn when she didn't sell it. My mother is someone that loves to cook. My teacher who teach me English is a very excellent teacher. My daughter is an excellent girl who is always support me when I need it.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Angie. Thank you for being using the clauses. So let's continue with Alvin.
Okay. My best friend is a person who plays video games. My neighbor who likes to gossip always has problems. My mother is someone who gives good advice. My teacher who teaches English is strict. The last one, my cat is a pet that makes me laugh.
Thank you so much, Alvin. So who is your teacher that is very strict?
Other teacher.
Oh, other, right, okay.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I was thinking that you were talking about me. I was very sad, okay? So maybe it was your teacher in the school, right? Maybe. Thank you, Alvin. Thank you so much. So I was just joking, okay? Don't worry. So thank you so much. So let's continue with Jose Rivas.
Okay, my examples are my best friend is a person who lives next to me. And my neighbor who has a nice house, always he is fixed. My mother is someone that likes to talk with me. And my teacher who teach in the university is angry and challenging. And my brother is a person who is very intelligent.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Jose. You were not talking about your English teacher, right? It was another one that is angry, right? Thank you, Jose Rivas. Thank you. Very good examples, okay? By the way, those examples are very good. So let's continue with Gloria, Diego, and Kelly, okay? So Gloria.
Okay, my best friend is a person who is honest with me. My neighbor who have a 3 brave dogs is sick. Always visit him a doctor. My mother is someone that is very hardworking. My teacher, who is very tall, is nice person. My aunt is a secretary who works in embassy. Embassy, yeah.
Okay, embassy, yes. Good job, Gloria. Thank you so much for sharing that information. Excellent, thank you. So we have Diego, Kelly, Idalia, and Alejandra. So Diego.
Okay, my best friend is a person who listen me on the time. My neighborhood is gossip. How would you say metida, teacher, in English? Gossip?
Yes, a gossip girl.
Okay, let me see. My mother is someone to hard work and love me. Let me see. My teacher who is really funny and really responsible, and my brother is really happy and really product. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So I am going to say Diego, who is my student, or Diego, who has a new haircut, likes to participate, right? Because Diego, he has a new haircut. So excellent, Diego. Good example. Thank you so much. So we miss you, by the way. So thank you. So let's continue with Idalia.
Okay, teacher. My best friend is a person who smiles a lot. My neighbor who works in the bakery always gives my bread as a gift. My mother is someone that does not talk much. My teacher, who speaks very good English, is tall. He is very keen, who is good at this job.
Thank you so much, Dalia. So yes, okay, good examples, right? That you mentioned also this information, so thank you so much. Let's continue with Kelly.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
My best friend is a very friendly person. My neighbor, who is very kind, always gives us lemons. My mother is someone who cooks very well. My teacher, who teaches English, is very kind, responsible, and a great person who enjoys teaching.
Excellent. So that makes me happy to listen that. Maybe she was talking about another teacher, right? Thank you, Kelly. Good examples. So as you can see, also you can say more information. For example, you can say, my mother, who is the best mother because she cooks delicious and she is very responsible, is my teacher. So you can get more information as well as Kelly, she did it. Thank you so much, Kelly. So let's continue with Alejandra, and after Alejandra, Elena Aguilar.
Okay. And my best friend is a person who can swimming. My neighbor, who is a very hungry, always is makes a lot of noisy on the weekends. My mother is someone that is a good person. My teacher, who is my friend, is a good teacher. My daughter is a very funny, who is an intelligent person.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that information as well. Good example. Thank you so much. And Marcia, let's continue with you.
Okay. My best is a person who is special. My neighborhood who is very angry. My mother is someone that lovely and good cooking. And my teacher who is very smart, is tall, is funny, who is nice. That's all.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much, Marcia. So looks like you were the last one that wanted to participate. So thank you so much for the ones that participate. I really like that we are getting the ideas, right? I was checking that also Jocelyn. Jocelyn, she raised her hand. So Jocelyn, yes, continue. And also Stephanie, good.
Yes, for example, my best friend is the person who is sincere with me. My neighborhood who lives next to my aunt in house is very noisy. Always they listen to loud music. My mother is someone who has always helpful me and gives me her confidence to talk about in the different topics. My teacher who in the university is very demanding, is punctual, is his advising. He discipline a good teacher who tries to make us be a good student. Only
Excellent.
that.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much, Jocelyn. Also, those examples are very good. Thank you. Good examples, Jocelyn. Thank you. So let's continue. We had Stephanie and also Harold that they want to participate. So Stephanie, you are the first.
My best friend is a person who is polite. My neighborhood who has a business always sell a lot of things. My mother is someone that is very friendly with everyone. My teacher who is nice is very intelligent. My boss is very angry who doesn't like give me vacation.
Oh, really? Doesn't like to give you vacations?
Yes.
Also, thank you. Good, right? And they are very realistic examples. Also, my boss is in that way. He doesn't like to give me vacation sometimes on Christmas, right? But that is another boss that I had. So thank you. Good example. Thank you so much. So Harold, let's continue with you.
Okay, teacher. My best friend is a person who understand me like no one else. My neighbor who loves gardening, always has the most vibrant flowers in the yard. My mother is someone that provides unwavering support no matter what. My teacher who has a passion for literature is incredibly insightful. Shakespeare is a playwright, playwright who masterfully captured the complexity of the human experience.
Okay,
That's it,
great.
teacher.
So, okay, great, Harold. Thank you. Thank you also for sharing that information. Thank you so much. So I am going to choose someone because I need to continue with this part of the book. I am going to choose another person that can participate. So maybe it's going to be Carmen. So Carmen, I would like that you are going to read the first one, Carmen, but first of all, let me tell you the following. We are going to do this activity, this one. For doing this, in the sentences, we are going to write D or ND. D is going to be for definite clauses, okay? That is going to be for D. And D is going to be for non-definitive clauses, okay? So just that you can know because that is going to be the best way. So, Carmen, you are going to read the number one.
Okay, the art editor who creates the look of magazine should make it attractive.
Okay, thank you. So the art editor who creates the look of a magazine should make it attractive. Do you consider that this one is a definite clause or a non-definite clause?
Not definite clause.
No definite clause. No definite.
Non-definite clause.
No
Why?
definite.
Why,
Because
people?
it has extra information.
Exactly, right? And even I place the commas just in case. Before the who,
okay.
I place a comma and also at the end. So that is giving you a signal, right? That this is not a good clause. So this is a non-definitive clause. Thank you. Good that you are basically on the same page. So let's see, Iris Lopez, you are going to help me to read the number two, Iris. Again, this one.
A game programmer is the person who writes the computer, coded DAX, runs, and control a game.
Thank you. So a game programmer is the person who writes the computer code that runs and controls a game. So over here we have the clause, this one, and it is a definite or a non-definite clause.
Definite.
This one.
Definitely.
Definitely.
It's
Why?
definitely.
So it's for essential information about what do a programmer, a game programmer.
Exactly,
Because all
right?
information is important.
Exactly. And obviously I don't have any comma, right, as well. So that is another option. So Byron, I don't know if Byron is over here. So Byron Mendoza, can you please read the number three, Byron? The next one.
Teacher. The extras are the people who appear in the background scenes.
Thank you. So over here, do you consider this is a non-definitely or a definitive clause?
For me, it's a definite clause.
Yes, right. Excellent. Thank you. Also, I am in agreement with you because as you can see, this clause is a definitely because it's giving you the essential and extra information, right? That we need on this sentence. So, and for the last one is going to help me Rosa. So Rosa, are you here that you can continue with the number four?
Okay. The producer who is responsible for the responsible for the budget budget is the big boss in a animation studio.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Rosa. So, people, which one do you consider is non-definitely or definite?
Not definitely.
It's not definitely.
Definitely.
No, definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely.
No, definitely.
Excellent. So let's see over here, just in case if we match with the book. Yes, right. So you said the number 1 and D, 2D. Okay, so we are on the same page. So congratulations, everybody. We are doing a good job because we are on the same page, right? So we are doing a good job. So far, do you consider that this is a difficult topic or is a piece of cake?
A little bit is.
I think that it's okay because if we are focused in the comma or extra information, it's not definite. In the information is exactly, is definite.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am happy because I understand all.
Okay. So we are ready for an evaluation, right, or no? No, right? Not yet. So, not yet.
Teacher,
So,
take care. It's
mhm.
Monday.
Today is
Relax.
Monday, right? Mm-hmm. Get relaxed, teacher. Come on. The
Only
first day of
this
the week.
topic, I understand.
Only this one, right? This is a piece of
Yeah.
cake. Also, the passive voice, the passive voice in simple present, it can be easy as well. However, what you have to know, as you know, is the verbs, right? That they have to be in past participle. And as you remember, we are going to be also checking that one on this unit. So just in case, before we continue, because I just would like to make the last practice for this one, the one that we had over here on the book. Let's see, I am going to show you this one because this is the last practice related to this topic. Let's see, maybe Miguel, no, Miguel is not here, right? I guess that is not. Okay, maybe Alejandra, you can please help me to read this, the example number 1, where it says, again, designer.
Okay, again, designer works closely with the programming.
Okay, thank you. So over here, as you can see, it says that we are going to add the non-definitely relative clause in parentheses to the sentence. So the sentence that we had is this one. Again, designer who works closely with the programs who creates a new games. So who creates a new games is the clause. So it's the non-definitive clause that is going to join to the sentence, right? So they have to be together. So it's going to be in this way, right? Maybe, Idalia, can you read my example, please? That is in red over here.
A game designer who creates new games closely with the programmers.
Okay, thank you so much. So what I did, as you can see, is that just I place this one, right? That is the non-definitive clause. I place that one in the sentence. So first of all, something that you have to know that we have been checking is that the non-definitive clause is going to be after the noun. Designer es el noun, right? So we are going to place next to that the relative clause that is going to be this one who create new games and is going to be in parentheses because it's a non-definitive clause. So basically you have the sentence over here and just you are going to place the relative clause that is given you in parentheses. So I sent these ones on the chat. So I had already done the number 1. So people, can you please do the number 2, the number 3, and the number 4? And you can send this one on the chat, please, that we have over here. Remember, when you send me the example, that is very essential and very important to place the commas, okay? Okay, please, I need that everybody can send me those examples using the clauses, okay? Using the non-definitive clauses. The number one, I had already done the number one, so you have to do the 2, 3, and 4. Thank you so much, Alvin. Excellent. Thank you so much, Gabriela. Remember, there is the number 2, number 3, and number 4. Thank you. So please, everybody, I am still waiting. Over there in the chat, you can send me the same way like Alvin and Gabriela, they did with the number 2, number 3, and number 4. Thank you so much, Gabriela. And I am waiting for the other ones. Okay, also thank you so much to Marcia Aguilar and Jose. So thank you so much. Okay, so just in case we are going to continue with this activity that I had over here, so maybe you can please help me to read the number one, Alvin.
Okay, the number one, this exercise in the
Yes,
screen, right?
yes,
Okay, my teacher, who was running late, shoot her up, and I can see
Okay.
at me. Okay.
Okay, my teacher was running late, shoot it at me. So which is the option over here for you, Alvin? A,
Shoot
B,
at me.
is...
My teacher, who was running late, shoot at me.
Okay, who, right? Excellent, thank you. So let's continue with the next one, Diego.
Okay, the heavy rain was unusual for usually soaked my clothes.
Okay, so what is the best option for you over here?
Let's see, they have rain that was unusual. Unusual for that.
Or do you consider that also I can use which?
Which was, yeah, which.
Okay, excellent, thank you. Elena Aguilar, the next one. We are not able to listen to you, Elena, for the microphone.
Okay. The boy whose mother was at the school started a fire in the class.
Excellent, so the option is going to be who, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Kelly, can you continue with the next one, please?
Okay, teacher. Visiting New York.
And what is the best option?
Visiting New York. Where?
Where? Okay,
My brother
excellent.
lives early next year.
Okay, excellent, thank you. Okay, Gloria, can you continue with the next one, Gloria?
The latest iPhone. The latest iPhone that comes out in January costs a lot of money.
Excellent, so the best option is that, right? Okay, thank you so much. So Jose Rivas, the next one. Robert's parents. Jose? Jose, are you able to listen to me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so can you continue with this one, Jose? Robert's parents.
Yes, Robert's parents are retired now, live in Spain. I think the best option is where.
Where?
Oh, sorry, who?
Who, right? Excellent.
Yes, who?
Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's continue with Gabriela.
Sydney has a population of more than 3 million. It's Australia's largest city. Sydney, that has a population of more than 3 million, is Australia's largest city.
Excellent, thank you so much. Okay, Monica, can we continue with the next one, Monica?
Peter's sisters who goes to school with me is a very nice person.
Is a very nice person who goes. Excellent, thank you, Monica. And for this one, let's continue with Mario Josue.
My uncle John lives in London. He's coming to visit me next week. I think it's who?
Who? My uncle John who lives. Excellent, Mario Jose, thank you. Iris, Iris Lopez, can you continue with the next one?
I saw the film Casablanca.
Mhm.
Mm. That's won an Oscar in 1941.
Okay, that excellent. Thank you so much, Iris. Thank you. Good one. Rosa Mejias, the next one. The church.
Ya, este fue bien. No, la verdad.
Oh,
This one, Rosa, the church. That one. Can you read that one? Mhm.
this, I think.
Mhm.
uh, wish.
Which, okay, the church which we visited yesterday is all. Excellent. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you so much. Good. Okay, so Harold, my sister.
My sister who uh, friends her friend is really good at math failed her math exam.
Excellent. Thank you. Idalia, the next one.
The coffee. The coffee. Coffee when that. The coffee that the series friends was filming is very expensive.
Excellent. Thank you. Jocelyn, the next one. My mom.
My mom, mm, who parents were the politicians knows everything about other countries.
Okay, so my mom. Parents were politicians. Which is the best option? Is that which?
Mm, which?
Which? Okay. So what do you think the others? Also, we can use that because we are not talking about a place, right? So we have to use that or who.
Is
Okay. Or also you can use that. Thank
Teacher,
you.
I have a question. Why we could use when it's a person or when it's a place, use that or where when it's a place, or when it's a person, that or who. Why the same clauses that?
You have the two options because when you are talking about definite clauses, Harold, you can use indefinite clauses that or who. That they doesn't change the meaning. Basically, they are the same. You can use with persons, that or who when you are talking about definite clauses. But when you are talking about non-definitive, in non-definitive clauses, you are going to use just who.
¿Y cuál es el sentido que le da en español?
¿Qué? For example, Harold.
¿Qué?
Harold, who is my friend, or Harold, that is my friend, is intelligent. Harold, o quién, o qué, es mi amigo, es inteligente.
O si decía la catedral, ¿qué? Pero sería
Yes,
un poco
however, over
despectivo
there, you are talking about
usándolo con
places.
personas.
So you are talking about places. The cathedral, which is beautiful, is the best one in San Salvador. So it's better that you can use which, or if you are specifically for a location, you can use where.
¿No sería un poco despectivo usándolo con personas?
What happened, Harold, is that grammatically, it is not okay because it doesn't make sense. If I can say, Harold, where is my friend? Is very intelligent, so it doesn't make sense, right? It's like a weird.
Okay.
So grammatically, it doesn't make sense. But it's a good question. It's a good question, and thank you for asking that. So, Carmen Velasco, can you continue with the last one, Carmen? My teacher. Carmen, I believe that she is not here. So we are going.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
teacher, I'm here.
Okay, Carmen.
My teacher car has GPS got lost in New York. Who?
Who? My teacher? Who? Car has GPS? Excellent. Okay, so thank you so much for placing this with me. So right now, since it's almost time to go, just I am going to have the last activity that is going to be a reading, okay? So for this reading, I would like that maybe we can start with this one with Stephanie. So Stephanie, you are going to read until over here, okay? Until here. So this is going to be the truth about being a film extra, okay? So the extras that you can see on the movie with the actors. So over here, there is an article about this. So can you please start reading this, Stephanie?
Okay. When people discover that I work as a film and TV extra, they always ask me the same question. It is easy to get work. Isn't it boring? Do you get to meet famous actors? Does it play well? My answers are pretty standard as well. Yes, sometimes once in the while, and kind of. The life of the extra is both more interesting and more boring than you might imagine.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So let's continue with maybe with Josue Rivas. Josue Rivas, you are going to read from where it says extras, and Josue, you are going to start a stop over here where it says time.
En extra, extra, you play the people in crowd on a trip or in the background or in the screen. Can come from I was online, unlike my extra and a talent actor. I do get real speaking voice, but work can be hard to come with easier, not an in-demand star. And the history with an authentic cast get especially with extra, so I get guys all the time.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Josue, for that information, for reading with me. So we are going to continue. It's going to help me, Alvin. Alvin, over here, you are going to start with this, this one, the agency until responsible hours.
Okay. The agency explains who are be someone in a crowd, a member of a jury, a crack, and tells me where to go. Call time is usually brief and early, so I try to get to bed at a responsible hours. Only that?
Yes, only that. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So Elena Aguilar, you can read from sometimes being extra until over here, 50 times.
Okay. Sometimes being an extra is a hurry up and wait. A white job. In my first extra role, I was one of a group of office workers who come out of a building just as a car explodes in the street. We wait for hours for the sun to be shot, and then went in and out of the building about 50 times.
Excellent, thank you. So Alejandra Morales, you are going to read from what it says trying to act over here, and you are going to stop over here at the very top where it says over here where it says fascinating over here. Alejandro.
Okay, trying to fortify by oxygen explosion. Then we have lunch, change clothes, and spend the afternoon as customer inside the permanent store. Is made online. Is made online. I don't enjoy the work, but I I do. Being part of the background in a convincing way is a challenge, and being on a film or TV set is always fascinating.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And maybe, Gabriela, we can finish with the last part where it says a lot of famous actors until over here.
A lot of famous actors don't even notice the extra, but the ones who don't make the job a lot of fun, everyone. As for the money, it's nothing compared to what the big actors make, but it pretty much pays the bills. And as a bonus, I've beaten my high scores of all my phone games, thanks to all the time I spent sitting around waiting for something to happen.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So over here, as you can see, we had an article that is related to being an extra in the movies, right? Sometimes we don't know, just we are able to see, Brad Pitt or Will Smith, but they had some extras, right? That sometimes in the movies, we don't know, but they are the extras and they have to look basically almost the same. Over here in this article, when you were reading this, did you notice that there are some clauses, right? For example, over here it says, when people discover that I work as an actor or as a field extra, so over there is that. Also, over here, if you scroll down, it says extras who play the people in crowds on the streets, and let's continue with the sentence. So as you can see in this conversation, we had some clauses, right? That they can give us more information about this article. However, the most important right now is that we are going to check some questions that we had about the reading. And just in case, let me place the questions over here that they are related to this reading. And the number one, it says this one, what training has the writer had? I am going to show you also this because if not, it's going to take too much time. So just in case, we are going to read the question and the sentence. So the number one, Diego, do you mind to read this one, the first one?
Okay, teacher. Was training has the wearing hat. Unlike many extras, I'm a trained actor.
Excellent, thank you. Jose Rivas, number two.
Number two. Number three.
No, number two, where it says, how does she get to work?
How does she get to work as an extra? I'm registered with an agency that deals exclusively with extras, so I get calls all the time.
Excellent. Number three, Alvin, can you read the number three? What was?
Okay. What was her first role as an extra?
It says, I was one. It is kind of small. It says, I was one of a group.
The answer?
Yes.
Okay. I was one of a group of office workers.
Excellent. And the last one, Mario Jose, the number four.
Okay. One unexpected advantage of the work that she mentioned. I beat my high score on all my phone games.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, so just in case, maybe for the time, we are not going to be able to work on this one because this was the final activity that we are going to describe step by step how we are going to prepare this. For example, it says, look at these pictures and set a time. And we are going to talk with a group and write many steps that you can do or you can between the first and the last parts of the process. For example, something that you are going to check is that this is the first sentence. It says first. Also here it says first. So you are going to please provide me just some simple steps how to make or how can you making a grilled cheese sandwich. Also, how you can organize a party. For example, what we have been checking, do you remember the passive voice that has to be, and the verb has to be in past participle? Also over here that says have to be chosen. That is what we have been checking on Friday. It was on Thursday that we have been checking the passive voice. So just in case before we go, just I want to check if we are still having some issues with the topic, I would like that you can choose just one. So maybe making a grilled cheese sandwich or the number 2 that says organizing a party. So you can choose just one and you are going to please give me the steps. So step by step, how you are going to do that. For example, first, the guest has to be chosen. Also, second, the food has to be bought in the supermarket. So I would like that please on the chat, you can just choose one. You can choose the first one or the number 2 and provide me the steps, okay, on the chat. And before we go, I am going to choose a person that can please provide me the steps. And that is going to be the last activity for today, okay? And just you can choose just one. How to prepare a sandwich, a grilled sandwich, or organizing a party. Remember that my recommendation is that you can place the passive voice like we have been practicing. How is going to be the steps? When you finish, please, you can send on the chat and you can tell me, teacher, I finished. Okay, so Carmen looks like she already finished. So Carmen, would you like to read it for me, please?
Which one, teacher?
This activity, did you finish? One of this one or not yet? These ones, the organizing a
No,
party or make. Not yet, right?
not yet, teacher.
Okay, don't worry.
No.
Joanna.
I
Okay.
I'm sorry, teacher.
Okay, don't worry. Joanna, did you finish or do you have something by any chance that you would like to share?
I'm doing yet, teacher.
Okay, don't worry. So Diego, I was checking that Diego, you raised your hand. So Diego, tell us.
Okay, for me, I would like to select the number one, making a great cheese sandwich. Maybe first goes to a supermarket. Number two, maybe go to the house. And number three, put the bread in the table and cheese in the bread, and then put the sandwich in the microwave and still waiting to a sandwich.
Okay, excellent. Yes, right. Those steps looks okay. Thank you. So another person who would like to share something that you have?
Maybe making a grilled cheese sandwich.
Okay,
The bread has to be sliced. After the bread has to be toast. Also the cheese has to be added in the bread. And also you can add tomatoes, onions, and just that.
Okay, excellent. That sounds good and delicious. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And the last person who would like to participate before we go.
Me, teacher.
Okay, go ahead, tell me.
Okay, so I choose organizing a party. So first, we know that we do guests have to choose it. Next, we have to choose a date for make the party. And after that, it's necessary to buy food for the guests. And then it's necessary to choose some place for celebrate the party. And finally, you are ready for the party, I think.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Okay, this activity looks like that is going to be very interesting how you can provide the steps. And we are going to continue this tomorrow, okay? Because it's time to say goodbye, that you can go to sleep, that you can eat your dinner, and you can take a rest, right? You can take a break. So everybody, has been a pleasure to be with you this Monday. That is going to be the last week together. And I hope that you stay safe and have a beautiful night, okay?
See you, teacher. Have a wonderful
Bye,
night.
teacher.
Thank you.
Good night, teacher. Tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
May God bless you, everyone.
God bless you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night, teacher. See you
Good night.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Take care.
Teacher,
José.
una preguntita.
Yes.
Fíjate que ustedes volvieron a la 11, ¿verdad? Ahí no me ha puesto nota.
Ah, ok, José, no se preocupe. Ahora en la noche o mañana voy a trabajar en los que me faltan, ¿ok? No se preocupe.
Ok, teacher. Gracias.
Gracias, José. Gracias, José. Gracias. Feliz noche.